They had airports. You want to Now where do you go? Seattle. Oh yeah, you do the same one. It's between the two. You already lived on? Okay. You already lived on? Yeah.
That's the airport you don't have to go to. Her brother was right there.
It's south of Oklahoma. Not a lot, but south of New Jersey.
Wayne? Oh, that's the nice side. Wayne, you mean? Michael Wayne, see, I thought you said that was her brother. You said you don't hear that. No, it was Wayne.
Breakfast with camera. Did you know that David and Kathy have a little baby?
Really? Do you recall?
Not till very long ago. Oh. Didn't I tell you? That is so nice. Real good baby. She worked so well. Yeah, they were. Now, they went back and looked for it. She's a nice girl. He was very fortunate. That's a sum standing up down there.
Walking, yeah, where's the other?
Right there.
The other green light come on, right?
Which one are we going to do first? I think we're going to do I want to do it.
6 weeks.
I saw a blind man tapping along, losing his way as he passed through the throng. Tears filled my eyes, I said, friend, you can't see, but with a smile on his face, he replied to me, I'll see all my friends in Hallelujah Square. What a wonderful time, praise Jesus, His glory to share. And you'll not see one blind man in Hallelujah Square. Now I saw a cripple, he was dragging his feet. He could not walk as we do down the street. I said, my God, in one of these things, can you hear me out there? As I sat by my window last evening, the postman brought unto me a little gilt-edged invitation saying, Donald, come over to tea. Oh, I knew it was the Toppings that sent it, so I went for old friendship's sake. And the first thing they gave me to tackle was a piece of Glen Toppings cake. There was raisins and cinnamon and spices and nutmeg and red peppers too, with citron and apples and mincemeat, and the crust was nailed on with glue. Luke Cook went after a hatchet. Ken Rao came in with a saw. As for me, I declare by the powers, 'twas enough to break any man's jaw. Glen Topping, as proud as a peacock, kept winking and blinking away till he fell over Ken Lockhart's brogans and spilled a whole brewing of tea. He cried, "Oh, Donald, you're not eating. Just have a piece for my sake." I replied, "No thanks, Mr. Topping, but I'd like the recipe for that cake." Harold Butler was taken with a colic. Mart Siegel complained of his head. Francis Cook fell down on the sofa and swore he wished he was dead. Foster Butler was taken with hysterics, and there he did wriggle and shake. Every man swore he was poisoned by eating Glen Topping's cake. I spoke it before, this time
I'll give a little brief history of the school on itself. Between 1880 and 1900, schools numbers 6, 7, and 8 were discontinued and replaced by the Flowing Well, Ensley Center, Baptist Lake, and Kinney schools. Now, if you're familiar with Ensley Center at all of our schools out here are all 2 miles apart. 9 schools in the district. In August of 1881, Benjamin R. Ogden leased a portion of the land in Section 8, Township 11, to the Ensley School District. For as long as that school remained, and as long as the school district was to build and repair a tight board fence on the east and south side of the school. So that would be over here and right here along by these pine trees, or by these 2 maple trees. At that time, there was only a half an acre. Now we have 1 acre. The property changed owners several times, but later in 1898, from the heirs of Charles Rood, it went to the Frank Topping family. In 1938, Mary Topping then gave a warranty deed to the school district for $1, and that was 1 full acre. In 1907 to 1908, the Flowing Schoolhouse was replaced with a new brick schoolhouse. The old schoolhouse was sold to John Butler and his new wife, Minnie, and it was moved down the road, right next door here. And in that schoolhouse was born Harold, Foster, Nelda, Don, Leonard, Norma, and Neva. That's not right. Okay, we'll get that right. All but you. In 1965, Ensley's consolidated the school districts, and the property was sold to my dad, and then later in 1975, I bought it from Dad, and I lived in it for about a year before I married. We had just the school at the time of our marriage, and since then we've added on the back, a 42 by 24 edition. Then we added on the side, thinking we didn't have enough room, and then we decided to gut the school itself, because we still didn't have enough room to make it a 15-room house. And so now we have a 2-story, 15-room house, 3 baths, 5 bedrooms, enough to fill everything, I think. The original land, the topping land, was 40 acres with this 1 acre out. And Kathy Kosla and John have remodeled the second house of the topping family, which is Uncle Glenn's house. And they've just recently remodeled that in the last, I think, 3 years, something like that. And they still live on the old homestead. Not all the land is retained, though. Most of it. That's all I got right now.
Get into the corner. He didn't quite take that junk up.
How did Kimberly's turn out? Kimberly. Go like this, Kimberly. Kimberly. Go like this. So I can see it. Go like this.
Secondly, because of this, we must pay a price. And that price is separation from God. That's called death. But God loved us, and He didn't make hell for us. But He made heaven for us. John 10, verse 16. And it would be
Are you giving out second prize? I've been done. Yeah, we can get. I've been done. What's that? BJ was, and then Cam was there. BJ had a huge piece like this on the ground. Oh, no, it's not that big. He still got it in his mouth.
Now, Grandpa and Grandma Topping, when that angel whispers in your ear, 'tis true. 50 reunions and another next year.